Hey Taurus, I hope you're doing fantastic. So, what is going on for Taurus? Three of Cups. Get out and have fun, Taurus. Get out and enjoy yourself. The Three of Cups is about celebration, getting out there, having a good time, wanting to meet new people, wanting to hang out with friends, wanting to be a part of the world. I know that sounds weird. Oh, sorry, and I just kicked the table. I know that sounds weird, but it is. I feel like for some of you, you were cocooned up, X situation, a new love situation, a work situation, whatever it is for you. The Three of Cups is saying, get out, get out, get out, get out. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy simple things. Like they're telling me, sand between your toes or ice cream or whatever cliche things that I could say here, right? That you could get out and smell the roses. But the Three of Cups is saying, Taurus, get out there. I feel like if some of you did end a relationship or are not communicating with somebody that you've been connected to, the universe is definitely saying, hey, you know what, Taurus, now it's time to get out and embrace other people, embrace people that make you feel good, embrace friends. Maybe you've just been closed off a little bit, but you're definitely being encouraged to get out there and celebrate something. Pick something to celebrate. You know what I mean? The next card you have is how you're feeling. You have the Six of Pentacles, which the Six of Pentacles is choose wisely, right? It's a generous energy. It's somebody who's giving, but it's also somebody who, it's like the universe is saying, no more charity, Taurus. No more charity. We're not doing the charity anymore, because the Six of Pentacles is very much, okay, I'll give you another chance, or okay, maybe you haven't treated me right, but let's see where this goes. This is almost like the universe saying, no, people in your life need to start showing up. People in your life need to start taking action if they want to be a part of your life. These are the good, solid friends that you want to get out with. These are the situations that I want to go see a concert. Fuck it, I'm going to see a concert. I want to go do this. This is what I'm doing. The Six of Pentacles is saying, choose wisely, Taurus, because you're coming into this month with new horizons on or not coming into this month. You're ending this month, rounding out this month, going, there's new events on the horizon, new things that I want to do, but should I give charity back to like old? Should I be feeding the old situation? Should I be putting time and attention into a situation that doesn't put time and attention into me? So again, and it also feels very much like somebody coming back in, an ex or, a family member, somebody that you've consistently said, okay, we'll try again, or let's make amends, but it hasn't seemed to suit you or them. It's not, nothing's changing, nothing's progressing when you go back into a situation that isn't healthy for either one of you. Or it could be a couple different situations. Now, the next card you have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is feeling like you've wasted your time, feeling like you've been taken for granted. I think that's why the universe is encouraging you to get out there, because I think there's like a sulking here, Taurus, where it's kind of like, I've dwelled on the situation, but the situation is gone right now. Even if it's somebody that you still have a connection with, you still miss, you still love, or vice versa, they still love you, they're trying to get in touch with you, whatever it is, it's kind of like the ship has sailed, now act like it. The ship has sailed, now move on. If it's a job, it's kind of saying, look, there's a new opportunity. If you feel like, there's something here that you're just feeling like, I've been taken for granted. I've fed enough energy and time into the situation. Do I want to do it again? It's interesting because your position here is almost like you're tempted to do it, but in your head, no, it's just going to be, again, a situation where I put my energy into it and and the ship still sails, or it doesn't work out the way that I thought it was going to work out. So the universe is saying, get out, have fun. I'm feeling very energetic in your read, whereas I've been kind of very calm in a lot of the other reads. But this, I feel like, literally like, what concert do I want to go see? Or, hey, there's a new restaurant that just opened up and I really want to, try it out. Or, I don't know, somebody out there's getting a dog or a pet or an animal. That could be for one of you, but somebody's like, oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm tired of humans. I'm adopting a fur baby, or I'm going to go rescue an animal from the shelter. All right. The next card you have is your distant past, or the past 5, 10 years, could be throughout your childhood. You have the Knight of Wands. So this is like a charging forward energy. And the universe is saying, this is Taurus, like light the fire. Like, I don't know if something lit the fire under your butt. Maybe you just woke up one day and you were like, screw this, I'm not doing this anymore, out with the old, in with the new. It could be, again, a person, a job, a situation that you're just letting go of. I think that you're having a little hard time letting go of it, especially because of the Six of Pentacles here. But I think the universe is bringing this past card up saying, you know, Taurus, you've been through certain situations, you've charged forward, you've managed to get through them, you've managed to, you know, knock them dead. They're telling me, like, you know, get that promotion or find somebody amazing to hang out with. Now, a lot of you, I feel like this is a friendship type level. I don't necessarily feel like you're running out there to, oh, I'm going to get married and I'm finding the one. This is more of like, whatever I'm setting my mind to, I can achieve. I've done this before. I've made this happen. I've, you know, come out of the mud smelling like molasses. I can do it again. The next card you have is your immediate past. So over the past few weeks, past month or two, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. Legacy. For some of you, this is kind of like the clock is ticking, and not necessarily like, you know, oh, I don't, you know, whatever decision I make now is final for the rest of my life. It's more of just, I want to build a legacy. Where am I going? What am I setting? If I were to look back on my life, or if people were to talk about me 20 years from now, or if I were to look back on my life 20 years from now, what have I gained? Where have I gone? What legacy did I build? Did I stay with a job that didn't make me feel good? Did I stay with a person that didn't make me feel good? Do I want kids? Do I want to buy a house? Whatever it is for you, the Ten of Pentacles is saying that you made the decision to progress. You made the decision to move forward. You made the decision on a few different aspects to build your legacy, to really focus on what it is you want, where you're going. This is wealth. This is, and it could be, you know, a big career change. For some of you, you're even moving. They're telling me somebody moved across the pond, or is going to across the pond, or even like the next state for a job. But this is understanding that what you do today affects tomorrow. But this is even bigger for you, because I think a lot of you are going, this is not where I saw myself 5 years ago. This is not where I saw myself 10 years ago. And now you've made the conscious decision to change that. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few weeks, next month or so, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has learned from their mistakes, okay? Male or female, I don't assign sex to the cards, but this person is very nurturing, very attentive. And whenever I see this card, it tells me that you will be attentive to a situation, whether it's a person, a job, whatever it is, a family member. You will be attentive when it's reciprocated as well. So this is understanding the people who deserve to take up energy and space in your life versus the people who don't. Now, this could be kids, it could be wanting kids, it could be developing better relationship with your children. If you have, you know, grown children, maybe you haven't talked to in a long time. It also could be wanting kids, wanting to find somebody to have kids with. Again, building some sort of legacy. It doesn't have to be kids, it could be fur babies, etc. But the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's learned from their mistakes, grown wiser, and understands where they want to go, and understands who deserves the coin and who doesn't. Who are the people that make my life better, that help me develop and rise to a higher vibration versus the people who don't. The next card you have is your immediate future. So, and you have the Ace of Swords, which is logic, clarity, power. Somebody else got this as well. And the biggest thing that rings forward here for me, and I feel this very big rush for your read, like not rush, like forced rush, but very energetic, which the other reads, like I said, I've been very calm. For whatever reason, Taurus, I feel this like uppity energy, because the Ace of Swords, I think, is like a light bulb moment. Like you've been like, oh, fuck, I figured it out. Like this situation didn't work for me. This situation didn't work for me. This situation will work for me. This is what I want. This is having the power to manifest what you want. This is seeing things clearly. This is saying, this past relationship I've been dwelling on, is it getting me anywhere? Are we going anywhere? Is it ever going to move forward? If it's not, I'm cutting it out. Is this new person who came into my life, is it a repeating pattern of the past? Then that may not work either. You know, you get my point. This is kind of understanding what your, you know, what you want, and having the power to bring that in or to cut off anything that's not working for you. It's really weird. I feel like He-Man or She-Ra going, you know, I have the power. That's kind of how I feel with this ace. You're like, what am I doing here? I need to get out and enjoy life. Like, you've been stuck and now you're getting unstuck. And a lot of it is self-inflicted unstuckness, or if that's even a thing. Like, a lot of it is you deciding to unstick. The next card you have is anything tangible, but you have the Ten of Swords, which is interesting here. The Ten of Swords is an ending, a tragedy, a feeling of loss. And I feel like for some of you, this is a final ending of a situation. It is a loss of a job, but possibly moving on to a career that is much better for you. Or it's the closure of a situation that has not been good to you, you know, has been like walking on eggshells or being stabbed with knives. Like, you know, you get a message from this person and you're like, oh God, is this going to be good or bad? Now, this tells me that, like, it is going to be a completion for some of you. Like, a major, like, not looking back. There is no reopening this door. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's, you know, a friendship, a family member, whatever it is for you, there's a door that's closing here with this Ten of Swords that was diseased, in a sense, right? That was almost like an illness, a codependency, or, you know, that it was like infecting your life in a negative way, and you've chosen to go a different direction. The next card you have is how you're feeling towards the end of the month, and you have the Six of Cups, which is kind of interesting. This is looking back. This is often thought of as the reconciliation card, but because this is internal, this is you, I think, fighting with this. This is you saying, I know what I need to do. Yes, I may love you. Yes, I may care about you. Or, you know, I miss this old job, or, you know, this family member, you know, we had good times, or, but something needed to close again, because they're showing me like a world, like it's hard to explain, like a map, and there's like darkness taking over, and you're like pushing back and saying, no, like lightness is going to be here. This darkness won't take over. The Six of Cups, though, is reminiscing, looking back on something and feeling good about it, like feeling excited and happy that you had the chance to get to know this person, or that you had the chance to work this job, or that you had the chance to be, you know, I feel like there's some separating of families, like maybe because of an ex or because of a divorce or a situation like that. And you look back and you can look back on the good times. That's why the universe is saying, Taurus, get out there, enjoy life. You've spent enough time grieving or stuck or you know, stagnant. Now it's time to, you know, embrace the good things that happen, and now move forward onto something enlightening, something that feels good. Now, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily done with an ex. There could be a reconciliation coming, but for the moment, it feels very much like it is some sort of closure. Now, you have the Six of Wands, which is your hopes or fears for the end of the month, and this is achievement, pride, success. So whatever decisions you make right now, for the first time in a long time, I feel like you're feeling successful or prideful over them. I feel like you're confident in your decisions. Like the Six of Wands is saying, I made the right decision, and now I see clearly that I did make the right decision, that I do deserve happiness, that I do deserve love and light and all things, you know, good. Now, I'm not saying the rest of your life is going to be rainbows and roses. There's always going to be ups and downs to a certain extent. But for the first time, you're going, okay, cutting this person off, or this situation, or this job, whatever it is for you, feels good. I feel successful. It's a different feeling than it was before when you were fighting it so clearly, debating on what to do about the situation. The next card you have is your outcome, and you have the King of Cups. This is calm. This is somebody who, it's also considered kind of a counseling card. So some of you may be, you know, talking to people, getting out there, like the Three of Cups, confiding in friends and meeting new people, trying meetup groups, etc. May even be just, you know, going to a counselor or somebody who listens. The King of Cups, though, I think is you having the confidence in knowing that you made the right decision, and you may be willing to listen to an ex, or you may be willing to, listen to what somebody has to say, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to move on anything. It doesn't necessarily, the King of Cups is very calm, cool, collected, like, I'm here, I'm doing my thing. I'm not getting caught up in any drama, right? Because you have the Eight of Pentacles here, which is work. This is somebody who's working very hard, somebody who has goals and is going for those goals, and not getting caught up in the drama, not getting caught up in the chaos. Like, your priorities are here, you know what you want to do, and you want to enjoy life instead of dealing with anything that brings you down or is infectious in a negative connotation, okay? Then you have the Justice card, which is Libra's card. So you could be dealing with a Libra or have Libra placements in your chart. Libra's been coming up in a lot of reads, actually. But the Justice card is about cause and effect. And it's like, that if you go in a certain direction, right, then it's like with this Ace of Swords here, you can see clearly that if you go back into a situation that wasn't healthy, it's probably not going to be healthy. It's probably not changing unless something significant happens. The Justice card is about the scales balancing, right? So there's a cause and effect. If you choose to go in one direction, then you know what those effects are. If you choose to go in another direction, then you know what those effects are. The Justice card also symbolizes marriage. However, right now, I don't feel like that's the situation you're in or the situation that you're heading in. I feel like this is kind of a cleansing, Taurus, where you guys are understanding what works and what doesn't work, and then applying that. Because then you have the Magician here, which is the Magician is connections and being able to manifest, similar to the Ace of Swords. So this is you knowing that you have control over where your life's going to go, and the Magician is making it happen. The Magician is saying, okay, if I want somebody stable in my life, if I want somebody amazing in my life, then that's what I'll find. That's what I'm gearing towards. That's the mental state I'm going to take, is, the Magician, manifesting what it is I want. See? And then you have the Devil. And the Devil is Capricorn's card, so you could be dealing with a Cappy, but the Devil for me is like the devil and angel on your shoulder right now, and that's what you're doing. You're deciphering with this Justice card, the devil or the angel. Like, I know what's good for me. I see it clearly, okay? But which direction am I going to go? I'm fighting my head, my heart. Like, again, there's here, reconciliation, never again. Reconciliation, never again. So the devil's kind of, I feel like, 1 minute you're completely, this is exactly what I'm doing, this is the direction I'm going, and the next minute you're not. I feel like you will make the decision that's right for you in your particular situation, because you have Death here, which Death is a very good card. It's not a physical death. Death is also Scorpio's card, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but Death is rebirth, transformation, big changes, big changes. For some of you, it's a rebirth with an ex or a rebirth of a situation from the past, and it is a positive thing. But for a lot of you, I think it's transformation, a complete turnaround, a complete change, getting out there and enjoying life instead of letting whatever the situation was that was weighing you down continue to weigh you down, okay? Yes, because then you have matches, okay? And you have destruction. And I feel like this is you literally kind of lighting the match and torching everything and saying, I'm starting new with this Magician. I'm manifesting what I want. I'm getting rid of anything that hasn't been good for me. In a way, I feel like this destruction is almost saying, I'm lighting the match and I'm, burning the things that have been negative in my life, or, I'm torching things, not in a negative, like not in a weird way, but like there's certain things that just don't belong in my life, that don't, that shouldn't exist in my life, that shouldn't take up any more energy or space or time, and I'm getting ready to let it self-destruct. It's interesting because I almost feel like the situation is going to self-destruct on its own. Like, you may not even have to do anything. This situation may clear itself, whatever it is for you. Like, if it's another person, they may, completely walk away and you're like, well, that's the direction I was going anyways. Or it just feels like something's going to happen and you're going to know immediately, like, to light the match, if that makes sense. That you're going to know immediately that it's fully done. Now, you have Elefairy. Make a wish, take a chance, and make a change. So again, I think that suits well with the Death card, because the Death card is that transformation. It is that change. I just feel like, Taurus, you guys aren't willing to go through this destructive period that you've been through before. Like, you're just not willing to go through it anymore. And you realize that you have the power to walk away if need be, or you have the power to, you know, reconcile if you want to reconcile, which I'm not saying can't happen, but then there needs to be big changes. And again, make a wish, take a chance, and make a change. It's either you're going to make changes for yourself and the betterment of your life, or you guys can come together and make changes together. I feel like these are big changes, though. I feel like it could involve work. And again, for whatever reason, they're telling me moving or changing residency. So, all right, Taurus,